Why are these YouTube ships crumbling? Stay tuned. God bless you. Thank you for joining me this morning on Morning Nuggets. This is yours truly, Pastor Nate. I pray that this Tuesday morning finds you exceptionally well. If you feel like you will have gotten value by the end of this video, smash that subscribe button. The Smart Show will be glad to have you a part of us. Thanks for your support. For those of you who are not in this sector, you may not know what I'm talking about, but the message can be applied to a wider audience. I am talking about the YouTube sector because a significant amount of my supporters are from this sector. To make a long story short, we had a lot of YouTube ships, so-called friendships, although I don't really believe you can have friends on YouTube. Some beg to differ. Some people consider them as relationships such as contractors, co-workers, and so forth. However, those relationships are crumbling like 40 going north from this destructive storm that just came through the YouTube environment and just ripped through relationships. Only one that I can recall survived, and that's the one that I made the video about a couple weeks ago. Lady P and Phi somehow worked it out, and they're still going strong while the others just went their separate ways. You know, there are times in life where you just have to walk away. It's nothing wrong with that. You've had enough, you've tolerated enough, you've seen enough, you've heard enough, you've dealt with the underhanded remarks. After a while, you just say to yourself, enough is enough. You experience that in your daily life. You experience that with your family members, with your co-workers, with your close friends. Sometimes you just walk away and you say, I'm done. And that's what exactly happened with these YouTube ships that we're going to talk about. On the other hand, we must understand that the purpose of these relationships may not always be long term. Sometimes they're like a revolving door where it just keeps moving. People come and people go. Some people come in your life as blessings, and some people come as lessons. Over the last few weeks, as I scanned the YouTube environment and watched various videos and different people speak about different things, all I heard was, I'm done. I wash my hands of it. I pull back. I'm backing away. And I want you to take a listen to what the various ones had to say.
I've washed my hands of my Terry P.
Gonna keep it moving because I just don't know what level a person will sink to when they lie like that.
So I walked away from her.
Okay.
I walked away from her.
However, I did say that after Sunday that I'm going to have to pull back unless I hear something.
It is what it is. And even when I bowed out, I still felt like I bowed out gracefully.
And the fact that that kept being like the underlying story, I had enough.
And as far as the people that have pulled away from it,
in other words, they walked away because they felt like that relationship, whatever type it was, wasn't beneficial for them anymore. My question to you, I want you to help me. Was it a real relationship in the first place? Or was it just they were being tolerated? Or was it they were just tolerating the other person? Because when I hear them talk and look at them on panels, sometimes I just see fake kicking it. I'm just with you to tolerate you, just to be accepted. Sometimes I feel like some relationships are together to get back at somebody else. Yes, we do see that. But friend, let me tell you, if it's not a real relationship, eventually it's going to crumble. And there are some relationships that were true and things just happen. I feel like if it's a true relationship, you'll find some way to work it out. Although that's not the case all the time, because I've known relationships that were 15, 20 years, and that one thing happened that just dissolved it. So it depends on what it is, and it depends on how forgiving and how open you are to resolve things too. So some of those people walked away, and the bottom line is the 3 Ds. And those 3 Ds are disrespect, dishonesty, and distrust. If you just really think about it and hear them talk and really hear them explain their reasons why they're no longer friends or no longer in that relationship, it's one of those D's. And the first thing that came to my mind was in 1 Corinthians 15 and 33. Y'all knew it was coming. Where it says, this is the NIV, it says, bad company corrupts good character. A lot of people don't want to be associated with the BS or the, y'all know Pastor Nate don't cuss. They don't want to be associated with that. A lot of people don't want the bad energy. You heard that. I don't want that energy around me. So I've had enough. I walked away. My question to you is, why did you deal with it in the first place? I know we're tolerant. A lot of times we like to give people the benefit of the doubt. But how come you didn't say nothing in the first place? And some of you may have said something and the other person just kept going. And thank you for supporting the Smart Show. In the meantime, in between time, be at peace and not in pieces. Till next time, my friend.